Hello beautiful people, my name is Puff and this is my first Q&A video, first official YouTube video. I just wanted you guys to know more about me, so let's get into these questions that you guys had for me. The first question is, what's your name? My nickname is Puff, but my real name is Nina. Everybody thinks that my name Nina is just a nickname because it's so short, but that's my real name and I just love my real name. Not many people know me by my real name because I like getting called by Puff, which is my artist name, and just my nickname in general. So yeah, my real name is Nina though. Okay, question number 2. Where are you from? I was born in a small town called Long Prairie in Minnesota. I was born there and raised there. I left when I was about 17. My dad is Peruvian, full Peruvian, and my mom is white, so I'm half white and half Peruvian. So I consider myself Latina. Age, birthday, and sign. So I am 23. My birthday is in November 16th, and my sign is a Scorpio, big Scorpio. I have a tattoo of a scorpion. Can't really see it, but. Question number 3, what made you start making music? So I've been raised in a really musical family my entire life. My dad raised me and all my siblings to be really musical, and we were taking music lessons since we were very little. So I've been experimenting with music ever since I could basically walk and talk, which was 4 years old. And what made me start making my own music was one day I was just sitting in my room and I was thinking to myself, I have all these talents for music, why don't I make something out of it? So I found a producer to record with, and luckily he was cool and safe. So I went to his house, took the bus in the middle of winter to his house, and we just automatically clicked. We just hit it off immediately, music-wise. And I just started making music because it released a lot of things that I had inside, and I could get my emotions out, and I just love the fact that I can make my own music. So I just started making music because I have a passion for it, and I've always had a passion for it. I feel like music is in my blood. Have you ever thought of making songs in your respective but in Spanish? I usually make R&B music. An R&B song in Spanish would be actually really cool, I think. I really want to make a whole album actually in Spanish, but I do need some help with that because my Spanish actually isn't that good. I can speak Spanish, but I don't want to get anything like grammatically wrong when I make a song in Spanish because I don't want anybody to be like, oh my gosh, like she doesn't know how to speak Spanish. Like, I respectfully want to make everything perfect and the lyrics good. So yes, I do think about making songs in Spanish, and that will happen. How many tattoos do you have? I don't even know how many tattoos I have, honestly. I have around 20 to 30. My favorite tattoo, it's a Cupid. And I just love this tattoo because I'm a lover girl, honestly, and I've always kind of tried to hide the fact that I'm such a lover girl because this world is kind of cruel. So when it comes to dating, like nowadays in this generation, it's kind of more rough. So I just like that tattoo because it reminds me that I really love love and I'm a lover girl at heart. Everybody's favorite tattoo that I have is this tattoo right here. She's beautiful, isn't she? So beautiful. Her name is Pachamama. She's the goddess of the mountains. It's a Peruvian goddess that they worship in Peru, so that represents my culture, and I just really love her. It makes me just proud of who I am and where I come from. Who are artists that inspire you? I would say my favorite artist of all time is Future. A lot of people, when I say that, they're immediately like, oh my gosh, you're toxic. I'm fully aware of what he says in his songs, but you can't lie. He's talented as hell. Like, play any one of his songs. He has hits on hits on hits on hits. You can't disregard the fact that Future is a GOAT. I just love his lyricism. He can switch up his sound, he can sing, he can rap. He has hits all the way from like 2008 to now, he's been the GOAT. Other artists that inspire me are Kehlani. She is just so down to earth and her lyrics are so sweet and like fulfilling to the soul. Jhené Aiko. I've been also recently listening to a lot of Kali Uchis. She is really talented. She's very humble. She's like very dreamy and kind of reminds me of myself. Bryson Tiller. Love Bryson Tiller. Those are the top ones. What do you consider your spiritual animal? I would consider my spiritual animal a butterfly. I have them tatted right here. They're just so resilient. They remind me of myself because they're a transformative being, just beautiful and free. That's how I feel, so I would consider my spiritual animal a butterfly. If you could live anywhere, where would it be? Anywhere where there's an ocean and a lot of sun. I just really want to be somewhere by the ocean because I am a water sign and I feel like called by the water. So I just love being by water. I love waves. I love seeing the sunset. I just need to be by some water and ocean and sun. If I could live anywhere in the world, Brazil or Peru or Chile, any of those 3 countries, where do you get your fashion inspiration from? I wouldn't say that I have like a main fashion inspiration that I look up to. I do really enjoy A$AP Rocky's outfits. He puts stuff together so well, along with his wife Rihanna. So fashionable. They're the flyest parents out here. I mostly get my fashion inspiration from myself. I dressed how I want. I kind of got more into my feminine side as I got older. I had 4 brothers, so I really liked being kind of masculine a little bit. But I like to mix up streetwear style and the feminine side of my style together. I don't live up to any aesthetic or style every day. I just base it on how I'm feeling because we have the freedom to do that as people. We can dress however we want. I definitely enjoy a lot of streetwear, Y2K, old school fashion, things like that. What's your pet peeves? I honestly kind of have a lot of pet peeves. I'm not easily annoyed, but I'm easily like, you know, I don't know how to explain. The first one is the biggest one, lying. I do not like when people lie to me because I am a very straight up, honest, and blunt person. So I expect other people to be that way towards me, but that's not always the case, you know. I'm gonna do 3 because I have more, but I'm not gonna make this video 40 minutes long. Not having an open mind and being open to things that I want you to try. For example, if I like tomatoes a lot and I make something with tomatoes in it and you're like, ew, I don't like tomatoes. And I'm like, it's good, you should try it because I can make tomatoes taste good. And the person's like, no, I don't like tomatoes, I'm not trying that. That's gonna turn me off immediately. I don't like people that are closed-minded and don't want to try new things because I love trying new things. If you get chicken tenders and fries at every single restaurant, we can't eat together, honey. Third thing is people that have a negative mindset. I pick up on energy very well and I'm very, very sensitive to energies. So if somebody has bad energy and they come around me, I can really feel that strongly. Nobody likes being around somebody that's negative. I want people that are gonna add good things, positive things, all positive vibes over here. Relationship status. I am single. What's your type? I don't have a very specific type, but I would say my type is somebody that is funny, somebody that is artistic and creative, have a very strong and positive mindset, somebody that can nurture me, make my life better. If I walk into your life, I'm just saying it's gonna be better. So be there for me mentally, physically, and emotionally. That is my type. Advice you would give to young creators. Keep creating. It doesn't matter if you get 2 likes on a picture that you drew or just 10 likes on a video you spent hours editing. Keep making stuff. Keep creating stuff because people are gonna notice your efforts. It'll grow into something, and if you work hard on your craft, best believe it will grow, because when I started making fitness videos, started making music, it barely got any attention at first because you have to work up to it. You have to work for everything you have, right? Keep being you. Don't change your image or the art you put out for anyone. Do what you love to do, because you will eventually attract people that like the same thing as you. And it's not just about money or attracting people, it's about filling that artistic space that you have in yourself, just creating and making beautiful things, because that's what art is about. That's what being creative is about. I used to feel a lot of pressure, honestly, as an artist. People would tell me all the time, oh, you're gonna be famous, you're gonna be on a big stage, I can't wait till you're rich. I honestly stopped making music for a while because I felt a lot of pressure from everybody around me. It's like I had to fulfill like a role because everybody was telling me that they knew that I was gonna be famous or rich or something. I had to step back from music because it made me almost stress out and feel like making music was a chore for me, and I never wanted to be like that. I took a break from making music for a little bit, and then I came back to it. I discovered myself more as an artist and realized why I do music. I truly enjoy it. It's my passion, and I love making beautiful artwork and giving it out to people in the world, and just having it there for people to enjoy. Keep creating. Your efforts do not go unnoticed, no matter how many people see it. When did you start going to the gym and why? I started going to the gym about 4 years ago. It's honestly gonna get kind of deep here. When I was younger, I used to be very, very skinny. I didn't really eat a lot. I didn't have a big appetite, had a really fast metabolism, which kept me skinny. People would always bully me in school. Oh, you're so tiny, do you even eat? You should eat more. I had very low self-esteem because of the things that people would say to me. I honestly was very insecure, and I didn't love myself because of all the things that people said to me. It made me very insecure and just look at myself like, oh, you aren't worthy of love because you don't look a certain way. As I got older, I got into a toxic relationship out of high school that was even more detrimental to my mental health and my physical health. So I became even more skinny, and I wouldn't eat because when we would get in arguments, I wouldn't eat, like the anxiety tummy, you know? So my mental health was trash, my physical health was trash. So, and he would always tell me, oh, you're so skinny, like you're so tiny, and people would always tell me, you're so tiny. And I would just hate that. Every single time people would say that to me, I would just be like, oh, I wish I could gain weight. I was like, why don't I do something about this? So after I got out of this toxic relationship, I was like, why don't I just start hitting the gym and see if I gain an appetite by burning calories? It worked slowly but surely. At first, I wasn't really eating like I was supposed to because it's hard in the beginning to eat. So I didn't really take it hard on myself. I did it day by day, step by step, started eating a little more and more and more. Just learned as I went. I started going to the gym to change my physical health, and it honestly worked. It made my confidence shoot through the roof after I started noticing a physical change in my body and a mental change. I started getting way happier. I started actually loving myself and treating myself with kindness and respect. And you should do that regardless of how you look. But it just really helped me. The gym was like a very healthy place for me to be, and it helped me a lot with my mental, physical, and just emotional well-being. If you're thinking about going to the gym or starting going to the gym, do it. It's worth it. And at first it's hard. You're gonna be sore for the first couple weeks, but you can't rely on motivation to go to the gym. You have to rely on discipline. I used to be like 90 pounds. Now I'm almost 130. Whatever your goal is, I promise you, you can do it if you put your mind to it and if you put the work in. If you could change one thing about your past, what would it be? I honestly wouldn't change anything about my past, because if it wasn't for the things I've experienced before, I wouldn't be where I am today, and I feel like I wouldn't have the mindset that I have now. Do you believe in love at first sight? This is a cute question. Like, you know when you're in the grocery store and you see like a really cute guy and you're like, oh my gosh, What if we spend the rest of our lives together? The eye can only take so much in. So I feel like you can lust somebody at first sight, but you can't love them at first sight. They didn't even get the chance to open up their mouth and talk to you, so how do you know you love them? What's your process for recording music? My process for recording music is honestly different kind of almost every time. After I go through something or experience something, or I get my heart broken, I usually make a song about that. So my songs are usually based around experiences in my life. But don't take this and run with it. Just because I said that doesn't mean every single song is dedicated to one person and it's about someone. Finding an experience or a main idea for the song, sometimes put a beat on, write some lyrics to the beat, and just kind of get a hook. Usually that's what I start with, and then I take that hook and idea to the studio and I put on the headphones, I start listening to the music, fit in the hook, and then I write my verses after that. I like to write something that fits the beat. I usually do that for my music process. Okay, last question. What inspires you every day to be better? What inspires me every day to be better is knowing the power that I have. So what I mean by that is us as humans, we hold so much power. I'm gonna give you guys an example. You're in the grocery store on the checkout line and the checkout lady is having a terrible day. She's feeling bad about herself, down, and then you look at her and you say, "Oh, you're so pretty," or "I like your hair," or you give her a compliment. And that person could feel better about themselves. You just made their whole week better, their whole day better. We hold so much power as humans. We can inspire others, help others when they're sad, when they're down, depressed, just by saying a few simple words. I used to be a very negative person when I was younger. As I got older and started going to the gym, posting about being in the gym, and just sharing my lifestyle and positivity, people started doing that for themselves. And I see people on my Instagram or just social media posting the same things I'm posting, like have you gone to the gym, or gym pictures, and that just makes me so happy, because if you see other humans doing great and it inspires another human to be great, you just changed their whole life basically. I just love the power that each human holds within themselves, and if you think you don't have power, you have all the power in the world. Honestly, you can flip a person's perspective of life just by posting your life. We can inspire others to start pursuing their dreams, going to the gym, create a better lifestyle for themselves, and be more positive and just a better human. That's what motivates me every day to be better. And if you're feeling like you can't do this, you can't do that, switch your mindset into that I can mindset. Count your blessings, do what you can with what you have, because you can't always control everything in your life. Whatever you can do, do that. Just remember, you hold so much power. I want to end this video on that note. I hope all you guys enjoyed this Q&A, and I hope you could learn more about me. If you're seeing this, just remember, you can do anything you set your mind to. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.